My name is Nicholas, and I'm hungry. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, "Who are you?" I pooped.
Nicholas Perry was born on the 19th of May 1992 somewhere in Ukraine. He was put up for adoption shortly after he was born and taken on by an American couple who moved him out to Pennsylvania where he grew up. Nick learnt that he was adopted from an early age, which seems to have had a big impact on him. Confused about why his biological parents didn't want him, he would act out. Always wanting to be the focal point, he would use the spotlight of negative attention to prove to himself that he was important, the centre of his new parents' world. He started to attend therapy when he was 5 years old, and by the age of 7 he was put onto antidepressants. As Nicholas grew older, he would be too lazy to go to the toilet, so he would pee the bed instead of getting up and walking down the hallway. When he was a pre-teen, he was diagnosed with ADD and OCD, two conditions for which he was medicated. He was bullied at school, so Nick dove into his passion for music, something that would act as an escapism for him and would drive his early manhood. He attended acting school and came out as gay to his parents early on, which seems to have gone well with them embracing his sexuality. At the age of 21, Nicholas moved to New York City where he would try and build a career as a freelance violinist. Sadly, New York is a big place with lots of violinists, so this didn't work out too well. Nick was a vegan, but not just any vegan, he was a raw fruit vegan, and while on a Facebook group for gay vegan men, he would meet a young Colombian man by the name of Orlin Home. The pair would communicate for a few months until Orlin came to New York to visit Nicholas. The pair hit it off, and Nick soon moved to Colombia to live with Orlin. The place that the pair lived in was not up to the standards that Nick was used to, with rats running around the apartment, but young love is a powerful force, and the pair would live happily as long as they had each other. Orlin Home had a small YouTube channel that Nick would sometimes appear on, doing short skits and playing the violin. Soon Orlin had a bright idea that Nick should start his own YouTube channel. Orlin even came up with the name Nickocado Avocado, named after Nick's favourite food. The channel at the start was a chilled place where Nick would play the violin, talk about vegan stuff and eat vegan food while casually chatting to his audience. Nicholas would need to leave Colombia every 3 months due to visa issues, but would return to continue his life, and the YouTube channel began to grow more and more.
I've eaten more avocados than any other person on earth that I know of. If every ounce of fat you ate was the fat you wear, I don't think I'd look like this. If you're struggling, if you're fat, if you're sick, if you're overweight, if you're having problems, if anything, you know, I've been in your shoes, and stay tuned because I'm here to help you.
Nicholas advertised his channel as a family-friendly place, and a lot of his viewers are young people tuning in to watch his informative, easygoing and genuine content. He even added a bird named Mr. Noodles, who was a fan favourite. Things were looking good for Nicholas Perry. He had a growing YouTube channel, what seemed to be a loving relationship, and a cool little bird. What could go wrong? Well, the cracks began to appear when he posted a video about his frustrations with the vegan community's never-ending purity spiral. Nick was never vegan enough for them.
Just attacked on the internet. Whether you want to call it attack, words don't really attack you, but people just coming at me saying that what I was doing was wrong. At the end of the day, that was the gist of it.
Nick was still going to be a vegan, but was just moving away from the activism side of it all. Nick couldn't avoid noticing that this video got him a lot more attention than normal, something that he would later lean into more as the years went by, but for now he had noticed another trend that he was going to lean into: mukbang. If you're unsure what this is, then I'm sorry, but I'm about to taint your soul with the gluttonous side of the internet. Mukbang is a trend that started in South Korea, where people would eat large amounts of food while filming and casually talking to their audience. I won't spend too much time on this as it's a whole new rabbit hole full of people eating live animals and obesity, the main point being that Nick Avocado was fairly early on in this trend, being one of the only men and vegans to do mukbangs, so he wholeheartedly embraced this side of his YouTube channel and started to pump out more and more mukbang videos. Nick also couldn't help but notice that the more unhealthy food he ate, the more his views went up, something that he would again lean into. Nicholas around this time was still a pretty chill and likeable guy, but sadly this wouldn't last too much longer. He posted a video about leaving veganism and started to eat meat.
I'm scared and I'm confused and I don't want people to hate me because of what I eat. But how much does philosophy or ideology, how much does it weigh over biology? Over the fact that we're omnivores, no matter how you look at it. We were not designed, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the stars, whether you believe in the psychic twins like I do. We're omnivores.
This moment opened the floodgates for Nicholas, and soon his videos turned into him eating large amounts of fast food. This also seemed to be about the time that his channel turned into more of a drama channel than a friendly conversation with his audience. He began to make videos about why him and his boyfriend had broken up only to be back again together in the next mukbang. Video titles like "This is not okay" with a thumbnail of him crying, and videos of him bitching about his boyfriend were now commonplace, and all of these videos started with him having splashed water on his face and fake crying throughout the whole video. Around this time, Nick also learned a cool new trick to get views: health problems. His highest viewed video ever was released on the 21st of April 2017, titled "I'm Too Afraid to Go to the Hospital." This video is about his eye being infected, and in the description of the video he claims that he ended up getting his eyeball surgically removed, which made him go blind. In the video and after the video he still has 2 eyeballs, so I'm a little unsure what this means. They just got took out and put back in again, I guess. This video has nearly 24 million views. That's more people than the population of Holland and Denmark combined. After 3 years of being together, his boyfriend proposed to him in a video by putting a ring inside an avocado. Nick said yes. This was a heartwarming moment full of love. It was fake. His boyfriend had already proposed to him weeks before this. Mr. Avocado had been eating lots of fast food and not putting on any weight, which was a big point of pride for him, but this started to change. As his channel grew bigger and bigger, so did his waistline, with Nick blaming water weight and not the ridiculous eating habits that he had developed for his buttery physique. Nick made a very strange video titled "Why We Broke Up," in which him and his soon-to-be husband talked about all the times that Nick had cheated on him. The pair would laugh and joke about the many times that Nick had done this to him. The whole thing just seems like they were making it up on the spot and making each other laugh with their lies. The pair got married in a very low-key event, of course recorded and turned into a YouTube video. To show the world how much they loved each other, after the marriage they did a mukbang at Chick-fil-A to protest the company's view on homosexuality, giving them money and free advertising. That'll show them, I guess. He also got a sloth named Kiwi. The sloth bit his finger, so Nick ate the furry little critter in the mukbang. Only joking. I don't think he ate the little sloth, but he did bite his finger, and the sloth was never seen again, so maybe he roasted it and ate it. I'm not really sure. Nicholas's increasing weight was getting mentioned more and more in the comments of his videos, so Nick decided enough was enough. He was going to start a strict program of eating healthy and exercising to help him drop the pounds. I'm assuming I don't need to tell you how that worked out. Nick's sickness videos did become more frequent, with him blaming the healthy food that he was now eating for his stomach hurting. Aw, poor little mate. He cried a lot in these videos. That's kind of his thing if you hadn't noticed. His clickbait videos were also starting to get a little out of control by now. My personal favourite being diabetes and kidney failure. It's time to quit. He didn't have diabetes or kidney failure, and he didn't quit. Nicholas Perry got the sad news that he was to be deported from Colombia. This again seems to have been another turning point for him, with a lot of the crazy stuff that we will look at in the next chapter happening after this point. How much of this is just an act and how much of it is real mental health problems, I'll leave up to you to decide, but he started to post videos like this.
I'm not having it today. I am not having it today at all. I remember coming downstairs, and there he was. It makes me sick. Everything is fake. Nick is clearly fake tonight. Everything is fake. You know what's fake? You.
2018 was a big year. In 2018, the pair moved to Florida, and in 2018 he hit 1 million subscribers, to which he decided to celebrate by making a video where he shaved his head, cried because nobody liked him, then wiped away his tears with a fried egg and rubbed egg and hair into his face. You know, that old chestnut, we've all been there.
Brace! Brace! Brace!
Yeah, I've been having durian, which is a fruit that I really enjoy. And she said, oh no, 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 you so fat. You so fat. Durian is sugar, sugar, sugar. And other than that, she was a very good dentist. I left her a really good review.
So, we've taken a look at the backstory to figure out how we got to this point. Now we're going to look at some of the more crazy things about the Nikocado avocado story. These are going to be in no particular order. Nick has made lots of videos about the many times that he's pooed himself. One of these being the time that he pooed the bed and filmed the aftermath with his husband still in the bed. He does this a lot.
Pooped myself! I woke up in a pile of poop! There's poop on my sheets. It's stuck in between my crack. I can feel the crusties. I knew there was something. Jesus, Mary, and just chicken nuggets coming out my butthole!
By taking the noodles and, what was I supposed to do? Oh. You guys, I just pooped. I just freaking pooped. I pooped myself. Oh my god. I pooped. I pooped. I just pooped. I pooped. Oh my god. It's like leaking through the chair.
Nick claims to be disabled after he sneezed and broke 3 of his ribs. He then started to wear a sleep apnea mask for some reason, I guess to prove that he was disabled. And he uses a mobility scooter to get around.
You're giving me diarrhea, and there's people all over this place.
You need some of that.
Also, this little song seems to be a popular moment in the Nikocado avocado story.
Popeye's chicken sandwich. Popeye's chicken sandwich. No! No! No!
He has a Cameo page where you can pay $149 for him to record a message for you. Could be a nice little Christmas treat for someone that you hate. Sadly, this isn't the end of things that you can pay to get him to do. He also has a Patreon page where you can watch him doing naked mukbangs. Sadly, this isn't the end of things you can pay him to do. He also has an OnlyFans account where you can see such treats as Nicholas Perry with his legs akimbo showing you things that I'm sure you don't want to see, and him and his husband, both fine specimens of men I'm sure you'll agree, doing things that I'm sure that you don't want to see. On the topic of his other ventures, Nick has 6 YouTube channels. The main channel is Nikocado Avocado. Then we have the imaginatively named Nikocado Avocado 2, which was his husband's old channel, but Nick seems to have taken over this to post more mukbangs. Then we have, you guessed it, Nikocado Avocado 3, which again is another mukbang channel. Then we have Noodle King, which is where he eats lots of noodles. Next up we have a channel called More Nikocado, which again is a mukbang channel, and lastly we have Nikocado Shorts, which is just short versions of his videos. At the time of recording this video, Nicholas Perry across all 6 of his channels has uploaded 2,537 videos, most of which are fast food mukbangs. I'm sure that it's just water weight. He also has over 7 million subscribers across all 6 of his channels and a merch shop named Water Weight.
You guys, click the link down below. I just got some new merch delivered to me. This is just water weight. It's just water weight. Link down below.
Can you get a lipo delivered to you because you really need one?
Okay, so what else do we have? He lies a lot, and really weird lies, like he has fake people on his channel. There was Nancy, his lawyer, who is not named Nancy or a lawyer. His younger brother named Angel, who was not his brother or an angel. Jasper, who is Nick's other boyfriend, but appears on the channel dressed as a panda bear and says nothing. Strangely, he only appears when his husband's not in the room and has the same body type and movements as his husband. Also, he did a mukbang with his ex-boyfriend who just sat there, didn't say one word, then just got up and walked out. My guess is that he's a paid actor who just got so disgusted by the whole thing that he decided to leave, but maybe it's his ex-boyfriend, I don't know.
There it comes. It always happens. I always hiccup when I do spicy food. Do you know that? Did you know that? I never ate spicy food when we were together, did I? I know I never had spice around you. This is my first time. You're not even sweating. Look at me, I'm sweating. How are you not sweat? Is it good? He just left me.
The lies don't stop there though. He repeatedly gets married, then splits up with his husband and then gets married again. He has quit YouTube countless times, but the next day he just posts another video like nothing has happened. He also made a video claiming that God spoke to him in a dream and that Jesus told him the secrets of the world.
Jesus.
He also made a video about a new $2 million penthouse that he brought. This is pretty much the only video where I laughed with Nick instead of at him. It's not super important to the story, but I thought I'd share it for that fact.
Oh my god, we're about to watch a show. It's called Watch the World Struggle. Oh, it's a fun show. You know, I sit up here in my tower and watch everyone struggle and be poor. It's so entertaining. I love watching poor people. They struggle. Oh, I just need popcorn. I could sit here and watch them struggle all day.
Nick's thumbnails are interesting, so I thought that I'd bring that to your attention. There are a few rumours going around the internet which I thought I'd briefly look at before we move on to the main reason that you guys are watching, the meltdowns and dramas, you bunch of bloodthirsty psychopaths. So there is a rumour that Nick and a female YouTuber named Hungry Fat Chick are having a passionate love affair. I'd like you to picture this in your mind. Every sweaty fold, the look of lustful ecstasy on both of their faces as they reach grease-covered climax. Honestly, I have no idea if this rumour is true or not. I really hope it's not. Another rumour was that Nick ate his parrot, Mr. Noodles. Apparently this is not true though, with the bird needing to be left in Colombia when they moved to the USA, which is why it stopped appearing on the channel.
I hate all of you.
One of the main things that Nikocado Avocado is best known for are his angry outbursts. He seems to have a lot of meltdowns and they appear to be a big reason why people watch his videos.
There's a lady behind me feeding cats! She's feeding the stray cats! Don't feed the stop feeding the cats! Stop feeding the cats! Stop feeding the cats! No! Feeding the stray kids! No! Don't feed the cats! She's feeding the cats! You can see her feeding the cats! No!
Marble cheese, we're redoing it. We are redoing it!
Stop it! Ouch!
As you can see, they happen over anything and everything. He seems to be capable of transforming into a screaming toddler over the littlest inconvenience. Nicholas is not the only one who has changed over the years. His husband, Orlin, has also become a sassy little thing who doesn't really like Nick very much.
Shh, speak silently, sweetie. Don't speak to me like that, sweetie. Don't look at me, sweetie.
I don't want to look at you, sweetie.
But you are, sweetie. Okay, you're looking at me.
No one wants to look at you, sweetie. You're just a walking meme. You're a human meme. That's why anyone looks at you. You're literally a dumpster fire, sweetie. That's your normal stuff.
I'm kind of upset because
How about your weight gain?
I'm kind
Happy too.
I'm speaking.
Out!
There.
Out!
One, two, three.
I'm done with you. You're such a piece of garbage. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. You're the worst. Look at the mess you made. Look at this awful mess.
So, let's move on to some of the dramas that have sprung up over Nick's career. First off, he claims that he was nearly stabbed by a stalker while eating at a Jack in the Box. The video is titled "Caught on Camera, Almost Stabbed at a Jack in the Box." Not for kids. This was fairly early on in the Nick Ocado story and remains one of his most viewed videos. While filming a video at the fast food chain, a man can be seen standing behind him. This man comes in and out of the video acting strangely, rubbing lip gloss all over his face for some reason. As you do, I guess. Nick then claims that the man said he will cut open his stomach. Honestly, I can't hear this, but maybe I'm just deaf, so here it is to see if you can hear it.
There's a roller coaster right across the street.
Nick then hid in the toilet, and after much tension, it turns out that Nick didn't get stabbed or anything even close to it. As a multiple stabby myself, I find this offensive and akin to stolen valour. Probably the biggest drama in the Nick Ocado avocado story came after he started to make videos with two other mukbangers named Stephanie Sue and Zach Choi.
I'm back home. I'm home. Hello, we're back home. See me, we're home. Hello, and this is hot and steamy because we're eating noodles.
These videos all seemed friendly enough, with the group laughing and joking around, but then Stephanie Sue released this video.
Nick Avocado using his platform to threaten me and to bully me. At this point, my home safety is kind of in question, so normally I wouldn't talk about stuff like this or make a video on it. I've been pretty vocal that a lot of things can just be solved offline, but because of how extreme things have gotten recently, I just want to share my side.
This video has over 15 million views, ran for nearly 50 minutes and outraged the mukbang side of the internet. Claims that Nick was a monster exploded everywhere, and his video comments were inundated with accusations of abuse. Stephanie claimed that Nick had pressured her into making videos and that she felt unable to say no, plus Nick had photographed the inside of her home, which made her feel violated. The drama whores of the internet made many videos about this, claiming that Nick was a manipulative predator, but Nick was out of the country, so it took over a week to respond.
Today I'm responding to Stephanie Sue and the video she made about me entitled, "Why I'm Scared."
Nick denied the claims, and after Nick's video, the tides began to change, with some people claiming that Stephanie was over-exaggerating what happened and even flat-out lying. Stephanie then, coincidentally I'm sure, released a new merch line while the drama was going on. She did say that all of the proceeds would be given to an anti-bullying charity, but who knows if this is true or not. This incident seems to have split the mukbang community, some siding with Stephanie and some siding with Nick. Nick has also had dramas with many other YouTubers.
Nikado Avocado If you're on Twitter, you've probably seen his asshole floating around pretty often. For some reason, it was a big trend in meme to just post Nikado Avocado's OnlyFans content all over Twitter. So I've seen his butthole more times than I've seen him doing his mukbangs.
Shivers. Fiddlesticks. Who is this? Who is this person? Who are you? Who are you? Who is this? Who is this person?
Nikado Avocado has set a new world record for YouTuber response time for drama. This was a pretty impressive speed run. Within a few hours of my video being up, he had his entire response filmed and then posted this morning. So very impressive speed there.
Like David Dobrik, I want crowds of people saying my name because of how good I was. Like someone just, what was his name? A couple days ago, the basketball player who died in a helicopter crash. Kevin Bryant, Kurt. No, they're all gonna come for me. Starts with a K, but it should be a C, but people say K.
You come for all these other mukbangers and bully and pick on people, and that's on you. But what you're not going to do is disrespect Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Because the thing I've noticed is that some of these social media people have no problem coming and showing disrespect towards black icons and black figures, and then they try and play it off with laughter and try to play victim, like, well, I didn't know his name, you know, his name should start with a C. So you mean to tell me you know enough that you feel like the name Kobe should start with a C, but you don't know that his name is Kobe Bryant? No, that's because that C that you're thinking about Kobe cheese with your big ass, okay?
But this is a message for all of those viewers out there who are bombarding my pages. Accusations that I am somehow against Kobe Bryant. That's... What? Oh.
In a video titled Our Last Video Together, which on a side note is a very common title for Nick's videos. Anyway, in this video, nothing really happens until 34 minutes in when a woman can be heard screaming in the background.
So I put Jack in the Box as number one because of the consistency, and not the consistency of just the actual nugget, but how consistently they're always on point. Again, they taste like this, but you know, a little greasier.
This just passes by with neither Nick or Orlin hearing this. Nick lives in an apartment complex. I know, just imagine being next door to this bloody guy. Anyway, people in the comments began to point this scream out to Nick, who later claimed that a woman was stabbed to death in the apartment complex and that police have contacted him for the video as evidence. The idea of this spectacle of gluttony being played to a jury in a courtroom for a murder trial makes me chuckle a little inside and also die a little inside that this is what the world has come to. Now, given Nick's track record for lying, who knows if this is true or not. He has now renamed the video "A Woman Was Stabbed in the Background of This Video." The Nikado Avocado story is a weird one for me. I find loud, over-the-top YouTubers pretty annoying, so honestly I'm not too sure why I find this story so interesting. Morbid curiosity, I guess? Seeing the lengths that a person will go to just to get clicks, the slow descent into madness, the bloodthirsty viewers wanting to see a man degrade himself before he eats himself to death for their pleasure, the things it says about myself for spending time on making a video about this. These are all pretty interesting things, I guess. Some people say that Nicholas Perry is in fact a genius playing the internet to get rich, while others say that he is a mentally unwell man documenting his descent into madness. Personally, I don't think that either of these are true. I think that Nicholas is playing the internet to get rich, but there are far more valuable things in life than money, like self-respect, dignity, or your physical health. And I don't think it takes a genius to work this out. I think that Nicholas is a product of his audience and his need for attention. Allowing himself to be driven by views has constructed his online persona. He has been sculpted into a grotesque manifestation of what people want on the internet. They love drama, so he has given it to them. They long to stuff their faces with unhealthy food, so he has given it to them. People want to live vicariously through their screens, so Nick has taken on all of their sins and regurgitated them back for our viewing pleasure. Or maybe he's just a nutcase, hard to know for sure. Of late, Nick has said that he may have cancer, has broken up with his husband again, They are back together again already, and he is trying to lose weight. Well, he has now quit this and posted a video with the title, "I quit my weight loss journey, time to get fat again." He lost zero amount of weight on this journey, which I guess would be less of a journey and more of a waddle to McDonald's. As annoying as I find his online persona, in his early videos he actually seems like an okay guy. So I hope that this is all just an act, and when the cameras are off he's still that chill, down to earth guy, and that he didn't eat his sloth.
I'm so stressed. And this is all for you. No one even gives me a break ever. I don't want these noodles. I don't want stupid noodles. Stupid noodles. There's your video. There's your video. Look at me eat all perfect. There's your video.
Shout out to the channel members, they give me enough money to eat myself into an early grave. Thanks guys, watch this video about the legendary J Station and bye bye.
It doesn't even be sauce.